His Excellency Sri Tharman Shanmugaratnam, Deputy Prime Minister of Singapore, my fellow ministers, chief ministers, invited speakers, and friends. There was a time when development was believed to depend on the quantity of capital and labor. Today we know that it depends as much on the quality of institutions and ideas. Early last year, a new institution was created, namely the National Institution for Transforming India, or NITI. NITI was created as an evidence-based think tank to guide India's transformation. One of NITI's functions is to mainstream external ideas into government policies. Through collaboration with national and international experts, to be the government's link to the outside world, outside experts and practitioners, to be the instrument through which ideas from outside are incorporated into policy making. The Government of India and the state governments have a long administrative tradition. This tradition combines indigenous and external ideas from India's past. This administrative tradition has served India well in many ways. Above all, it has preserved democracy and federalism, unity and integrity in a country of glorious diversity. These are not small achievements, yet we now live in an age where change is constant and we are variables. We must change for both external and internal regions. Each country has its own experiences, its own resources, and its own strengths. 30 years ago, a country might have been able to look inward and find its own solutions. Today, countries are interdependent and interconnected. No country can afford any longer to develop in isolation. Every country has to benchmark its activities to global standards or else fall behind. Change is also necessary for internal regions too. The younger generation in our own country is thinking and aspiring so differently that government can no longer afford to remain rooted in the past. Even in the families, the relationship between the young and old has changed. There was a time when elders in a family knew more than those who were younger. Today, with the spread of new technology, the situation is often reversed. This increases the challenges for government in communicating and meeting rising expectations. If India is to meet the challenge of change, mere incremental progress is not enough. A metamorphosis is needed. That is why my vision for India is rapid transformation, not gradual evolution. The transformation in India cannot happen without a transformation of governance. A transformation of governance cannot happen without a transformation in mindset. A transformation in mindset cannot happen without transformative ideas. We have to change laws, eliminate unnecessary procedures, speed up processes, and adopt technology. We cannot march through the 21st century with the administrative system of the 19th century. Fundamental changes in administrative mindsets usually occur through sudden shocks or crises. India is fortunate to be a stable democratic polity. In the absence of such shocks, we have to make special efforts to force ourselves to make transformative changes. As individuals, we may absorb new ideas by reading books or articles. Books open the windows of our minds. However, unless we brainstorm collectively, ideas remain confined to individuals' mind. We often hear of new ideas and understand them, but we do not act upon them because it is beyond our individual capacity. If we sit together, we will have the collective force to convert ideas into action. What we need is a collective opening of our minds to let in new global perspectives. To do this, we have to absorb new ideas collectively rather than individually. It requires a concentrated effort. As many of you know, ever since taking office, I have personally participated in structured brainstorming sessions with bankers, with police officers, and with secretaries to the government. The ideas coming from those sessions are being incorporated into policy. These efforts have been to tap ideas from inside. The next step is to bring in ideas from outside. Culturally, Indians have always been receptive to ideas from elsewhere. It is said in the Rig Veda, Ano Badraha Kritvo Yantu Vishwataha, which means let us welcome noble thoughts flowing in from all directions. This is the purpose of the Transforming India lecture series. It is a series which we will attend not as individuals, but as a part of a team who can collectively make change happen. We will draw the best from the wisdom and knowledge of eminent persons who change or influence change in the lives of many to make the nation a better place in the planet. This structure will be the first in series. You have all been given a feedback form. I look forward to your detailed and frank feedback to help us improve this process. I request you to suggest names of experts and panelists from inside and outside India. I also request all secretaries to government to conduct a follow-up discussion in a week's time with the participants from their ministries. The purpose is to convert ideas that emerged in today's session into specific action points relevant to each group. Whenever possible, I request the ministers also to participate in these sessions. One of the greatest reformers and administrators of our time was Lee Kuan Yew, who transformed Singapore to what it is today. It is therefore fitting that we are inaugurating this series with Sri Tharman Shanmugaratnam, Deputy Prime Minister of Singapore. He is a prolific scholar and public policy maker. Apart from being Deputy Prime Minister, he is also the coordinating Minister for Economic and Social Policies, Minister of Finance and Chairman of Monitoring Authority of Singapore. In the past, he has served as the Minister of Manpower, Second Minister of Finance and Minister of Education. Sri Shanmugaratnam was born in 1957 and is of a Sri Lankan Tamil ancestry. He earned his bachelor's degree in economics at the London School of Economics. He has a master's degree in economics from Cambridge University. He has another master's degree in public administration from Harvard University. At Harvard, he was honored with the Leetover Fellow Award for his outstanding performance. Sri Shanmugaratnam is one of the world's leading intellectuals. I would like to give you an example of the range and sweep of his ideas. Today, Singapore's economy depends a lot on transshipment. But if global warming melts the polar ice caps, new navigation routes may open and possibly reduce Singapore's relevance. I am told he has already started thinking about this possibility and planning for it. Friends, the list of achievements and honors received by Sri Shanmugaratnam is long, but we are all eager to listen to him. Therefore, without further delay, it is with great pleasure that I welcome Sri Tharman Shanmugaratnam to the stage and request him to enlighten us on the subject of India in the global economy. Welcome.